My name is Vienna Kunas, and I was born in Calgary, lived here for most of my life, and I absolutely love it here. I'm a sound editor at Propeller Studios. We do a lot of different kinds of productions here for Netflix and sci-fi, and we do lots of commercials and radio spots and everything like that, lots of ADR as well. Well, ADR is when in a show that they need to replace the dialogue. We bring in the actors, we record them, and they repeat the lines that are on screen so they're more clear and able to kind of edit it a little bit easier. What I do is typically lots of sound editing, so sound effects, mostly backgrounds, but I also do all project setups, and I maintain the server, and I make sure everyone's got all their stuff in a row. And for a long time I didn't even know that a career in filmmaking was an option, but I've always loved to be creative. And once I kind of discovered that, hey, there's a whole industry, it really got me thinking, and I've always loved sound. For me, sound is the lifeblood of film. It can make a great film amazing and an okay film fantastic. My family has always been really supportive of me being very creative, and then when I started to pursue the idea of joining the film industry, they were actually totally on board. Also a little concerned that I'd have to maybe go to Vancouver or somewhere else. That was a big concern for me too. Calgary has always been my home, and my whole family's been here. I have lots of friends here. When I realized that I could pursue this industry without having to leave home, it was such a big relief. I'm very lucky to be able to stay where I am and get the kind of training I want and still be in the industry today. Being a young woman in the film industry, and particularly in post-production sound, it's really rare to see other people like you or other people who are doing the same kind of jobs as you. I thought that would be a bigger hurdle than it was. But going through school, it was never an issue. It was never brought up. I did some set work before I came to work here, and that was also never a hurdle that I felt I had to go over with crews and people in Alberta. I've had nothing but complete support at Propeller Studios and through SAIT and through all the people I've worked with in Alberta. It's amazing. We do a lot of stuff for sci-fi, so there's a lot of creepy creatures and stuff like that. And we actually had a film about a year ago that was a horror film, and I got to do some kind of sound designy atmospheric moments, and it was just so cool to do that and doing the Foley for it. If you like creating weird sounds, go into Foley. I was elbows deep in ramen noodles for a whole day. It was so much fun. It was a lot of fun. Messy, but fun. I'd love to see the film industry in Alberta continue to grow, and particularly in Calgary, but I know there's also a lot happening in Edmonton too. Being able to grow the industry, get more crews, and not just in the filmmaking side, but in the post-production side as well, it seems like a no-brainer for a kind of industry, for a kind of business.